Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches with today's sketch created by Sinetta Sinkins. And today's sketch is actually a two-page layout, and I actually did create a two-page layout within my gift album that I'm creating for my niece. So hopefully you can see where I got the inspiration from in today's sketch that I did use this red piece of paper and have it stretch across the layout. And then on the second page, I will have the one strip of paper coming down. So I don't have the strips on both sides, but just on the one larger side, since I did have to condense this down just a little bit. That's how I made that work. So here on I'm cutting down this yellow star paper, and that was actually a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and it was an older collection from My Mind's Eye, I believe. And but I do love these stars. It works really great with the 49 Market and just kind of the distressed look of this entire album that I have going. So here I'm just cutting that strip down to size, marking it where I need it to. Flip that over and I'm going to get that stuck down. And then I will start to get everything else put together. So let's see, what do I do next? You can see the pile that I have already gone through my big pile of ephemera that keeps growing and growing and growing on the right hand side there. And I know I mentioned this earlier on a video, but the area that I'm crafting in keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller as I work on this project. So I did kind of have to take a pause, I think, after this particular layout and kind of clean things out a little bit. But it then, as I started to create again, it has creeped back in. So yeah, I think I need to take another pause and clean things up here. So my pause has been to complete my voiceovers and everything that I have done so far, get those done so I can finish up the album here. So there on the sketch that there was a wreath in the middle, so you can see that I've used this very large what do I want to call it, a Viewmaster wheel here in the middle. And so that is going to represent that circular wreath area in the sketch. And then on the right hand side, she has two pictures kind of tilted and with frames around them. So I did pull out two different frames. The one on the top is actually a chipboard frame, and then this other one is actually either ephemera or a laser cut. I'm not sure which. And so this one I do fit the picture in behind and using the washi tape trick to hold it in till I can glue it down completely to the layout. And let's see, and I do end up angling them to where you can see more of that bottom layer that I stick underneath the chipboard frame. So I did decide that it was too distracting to have the paper show through the Viewmaster wheel here. So I do just trace around that die cut, and I am going to back it with the black paper just to simplify the look of and not make it too busy. So here I am just gluing it onto that black piece of cardstock there. And let's see, and you can see that I do have this piece right here. This is a super old, I think that was from Pink Fresh, that actually this flower and the title that I will add to the other side was from the same thing. And I have one other frame from that set to use up, and I think it gets used here on a later page. And then I have finally killed off that batch of goodies, embellishments that I received at some point. So yeah, so I put that flower in the middle of that Viewmaster, and so now I'm just kind of matching up my pages, putting the other half of it on there. And then, so just for storage purposes, that I think this white piece was probably from a laser cut, and it was this full 12 by 12, and I just cut it in half for storage purposes, and honestly, I just stuck it back together exactly where I had cut it, and you can't even tell that it was cut in half. There's that other frame that it doesn't end up on this particular layout, but that's the last piece of this sticker sheet, and I do think it gets used later on here, so stay tuned to find out if I kill that sticker sheet. So getting those pictures glued on, and I do put them on at an angle like the sketch has it. And then here is another, so the title, it actually says Brave Heart, and as I explained yesterday, that Miss Annie here was born with some heart troubles, but she actually didn't need any kind of surgery until just the year between her senior year of high school and her freshman year of college. And so just anything that acknowledges her brave heart and just how brave she's been with dealing with that surgery and everything, and just in life in general. So I used that title in there to just say brave heart. And then I stapled on this clear tab that says Love This on the top there. Use my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. And now I'm just going to work on this small cluster down here at the bottom of this picture. I add this gray tag, a yellow ticket. Underneath by the picture, I'm adding right now says Love Your Kind Heart, along with this heart piece as well. And so that's pretty much going to wrap things up here. I think I do add a few other small pieces and other little hearts off to on the right hand side. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. I will have links for everybody playing along, as well as my Instagram and Pinterest accounts if you want to see these close-up pictures over there. I will have those posted as soon as possible here in the next day or two. And if you wouldn't mind, if you're new here, please give me a subscribe. And if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. So that will just help build my channel. And thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye.